Hey guys, what is going on? This is M41, and today I am showing you guys the Mastery M41 Walker Bulldog game that I played yesterday. And I just have to say, I think this tank is slightly overpowered. As you guys will see here, I'm running coded optics on this, and I'm able to spot basically their whole base. Now, this is obviously a little bit of a derpy map. It is Malinovka, Kampanovka, the field of doom, whatever you want to call it. But I think the greatest thing about this tank is how it does not lose any speed in its turns whatsoever. And you will see me driving out across this field here, and I will just juke all the shots. It is so awesome. But of course, it does also have a 10-round autoloader. You cannot forget about that. It has 150 average damage, so that means in your clip you have a potential to do 1,500 damage in about 18 seconds, which is awesome. It's so much fun, guys. 175 pen, 150 damage, so you're able to pen a lot of stuff, and look at all these shots just coming in, and I am just dodging and bobbing and weaving and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, this is the test server, guys, so you do have to take that in consideration. As you can see, there's like 10 light tanks on the enemy team, and it's a tier 8 game. So this is going to be some of the best matchmaking you'll ever see for the Bulldog. And I'm actually running Cola on this, along with some premium consumables, because you know it's the test server, and you can pretty much run whatever you want. Get lots of free gold, lots of free credits for you to try all these new tanks. Now, what do I think about these light tanks coming up? Well, I think this, like I said in yesterday's video, this tank is definitely the best out of the ones I played so far. I haven't actually tried the fast firing gun, but I thought this autoloader was just so fun that I didn't really need to. I'm sure the non-autoloading version will also be a viable option as well. It's got like a 2.5 second reload or something like that. Very, very good rate of fire. And in comparison to the T71, I really don't know what this tank, what the T71 has that this tank doesn't. I mean, this tank does everything. It's a little bit bigger, I guess, but the autoloader's better. It's got the same pen. I'm not sure about the health HP of the T71, but I'm sure it's pretty comparable. Tier 7 light tank. I mean, this thing is just going to completely outshine the T71, and for that matter, the 1375 in all regards. And as you can see there, one of the guys said 1390 need a buff now, and yeah, it's kind of true, because like all the other light tanks are going to be, I think, getting outshined by all these new light tanks. And there's been a few forum posts about how OP these new light tanks are, and you'll see what happens to this Panther when I go over to their spawn and just pretty much destroy him. I mean, they're going to be fun. Don't get me wrong. They are going to be awesome. And, I mean, you're going 70 kilometers per hour the whole time. You're not losing any speed in your turns. It's got to be so hard to hit this thing going so fast. And it looks gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Such a gorgeous tank. But other than the Bulldog, obviously I think it's going to be the gem of the patch. But the RU-251 looks awesome. I can't wait to play that tank. I'm going to have to grind up through the German lights now. Also, the T54, like I said yesterday, plays basically like a medium. I mean, if you want another T54 at tier 8, it's going to have the same matchmaking. Going to be a fun tank to play. I don't know. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be as overpowered as everybody thought it was going to be, but still going to be pretty darn good. And then the T37, the T49, those new light tanks in the American line as well. It will be interesting to see how the T49 plays out. I personally don't think it's going to be that great, but we'll have to see if people adjust to that KV2 derp on a light tank. Now, this tank, I mean, okay, so I just shot that Yag Tiger 3 times, did tons of damage to him, and then I come around and I still have 6 more shells. And it's, I don't know, I just feel like this tank is T71 on steroids in every single way. It's fast, it's got a great autoloader. The reload is not actually that bad. I think it's like 25 to 30 seconds. Really not that bad at all. And when you have 1500 burst, I mean, you really just cannot complain about that. And this game, actually, we end up, I think, winning the game. I'm going to speed up a little bit of the end, because we basically end up searching for the last guy for forever, and he ends up being behind their base. So I'm not really sure how he snuck away from us for so long. But this game actually was pretty close. And here's what I'm talking about with the Panther. He has 917 hit points. And look at that, getting going up on one track there, getting some nice little air, and of course I'm just wrecking this guy. He can't even hit me, his turret can't even traverse, and he's a medium. Can't even keep up with my turret traverse, and he's dead. So, in the space of, you know, 10 seconds, he's out. And he only had one chance to shoot me. Even if he would have hit me, still wouldn't have killed me, and I would have been able to finish him off with the rest of my clip. So basically, you can look at any tank with 1,500 hit points, and you can say, okay, you'll probably die. As long as you're flanking him, as long as you're going around the back. This thing just has amazing burst potential, and it cruises around at 72 kilometers pretty much no matter where you go. This is where I'm going to speed it up here, because what ends up happening is I don't actually know where the Bulldog is, and the people were pinging, and I don't think they understood what I was asking them. This guy was from Russia, and he was talking in Russian, and I wasn't really sure where he was talking about. But what we're going to do is we're going to drive all the way around the map. Even going up this very steep hill, we're still going 45 kilometers per hour. So guys, this tank is going to be fun. I'm kind of nervous to see what they're going to do to it. I would assume that they're going to drop it down a little bit in terms of stats, because it just seems really, really strong at the moment. Like I said with the RU, really strong. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. If not, it's going to be great for some good win 8, because there's going to be, you know, it's going to be like the lights. They're pretty much like mediums with a little bit less armor, and they're going to play like lights, and people are going to play them like lights. So I'm excited to see how we're going to do in terms of damage with all these tanks, and I definitely want to be able to master this, because I think this tank is amazing. Guys, I hope you did enjoy the video today. If you did, make sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see some more test server footage, I will try to get some mastery badges on the other ones. I will post my score screens here at the end. I'll talk about them briefly here. I ended up getting about 1,400 base experience, almost 1,500, and doing 4K spotting damage, something like that, and also 2.4K damage by myself. So guys, get pumped for the Walker Bulldog. If it stays like this, it's going to be such an awesome tank, and I cannot wait. I am so excited for 9.3, and I thought that he was going to run away from me and drown himself, but nice guy actually ends up not drowning himself. So guys, I hope you did enjoy. This has been JackAttack45, signing out. Peace.